Ohio, a state that has found itself as the punchline of memes and jokes. However, within her borders, nestled along the banks of the Muskingum River, sits a jewel of a town, Dresden. This small town isn't just any ordinary small town. It was, and still is to an extent, the epicenter for one of America's most iconic brands, Longaberger. Join me today as we explore the festivities of America's Basket Festival to the unofficial eighth wonder of the world and discover how this small town and her loyal collectors are keeping an American craft alive. This region of Ohio is a time capsule into America's past, when life was easier and the world seemed simpler and craftsmanship mattered. Today we are in beautiful Dresden, Ohio. We are visiting here for the American Basket Festival. Now, as you all know, we're huge Longaberger collectors, so we brought our market basket, and the event lasts all day long. There's vendors here. We're going to be able to meet some of the Longaberger family, and it's going to prove to be a really fun day. We're going to hit some landmarks too here that are local, and we're going to take you guys along for the entire thing. So I hope you're ready, because it's going to be a big day. Got your basket. Ready to party. Watch out, Dresden. It's finally the big day. Basketfest 2026 is getting into full swing, and the air is thick with excitement, and maybe a little bit of humidity. After checking in at registration and ordering our commemorative basket, we're heading off to Vendors Row. Folks have come from all parts of the country to be here, 27 states to be exact. And yes, Longaberger fans come in all shapes and species. It looks like we aren't the only ones here documenting this momentous occasion today. At one of the booths, one of the couples told us how excited they are to see younger folks like my husband and I getting into collecting Longaberger. And they're right, there's a good amount of collectors our age roaming the festival today. One thing I love about Vendors Row is the menagerie of rare and unusual pieces right within reach. Get your paddles ready to bid, it's time for the auction. I wasn't the only person who scoped out some treasures on the main stage. Let's see if I can bring home any exciting new baskets or pottery.
I'm Lance Miller with Ben Schaefer Auctioneers, Ben Schaefer Realty. 55, would have been now 55, got 45, need 55, would have been now 55. Sold it out, $45, bidder number 163, number 163. 15, would have been now 15, 17 and a half. 50, 45, need 50, would you give me now 50? I got you. Said, thank you for Dresden and Company for bidding only 20, get 20, now 25, 25, now 30, sir, 30, middle 35, now 25, 25, now 30, sir, 30, middle 35, 35, 45.
So exciting news, I just won an auction item. I just won my second auction item.
That's all of them,
I've been wanting this one for a while.
Of course you want a basket. You've seen them, you've read them.
It makes sense. Guys, we are coming live. We just left the auction. I had to walk away because it was getting too good. I got two items. First up, we got the 1999 Lots of Luck basket with its original liner. $12.50, and yes, it has the original booklet. Look at all of those signatures there on the bottom and the little shamrock. $12.50. The next item, we were actually walking back up just to kind of go back to the vendors row, and this came up, and I have been searching for this piece for a long time. I kid you not. From the Collectors Club, this is the Saddlebrook basket bag, and yes, it comes with a nice long shoulder strap and a hang tag, and look at that Collectors Club stripe. It's so good. Stamped Collectors Club edition, made in 2000 by SAW. It makes perfect sense. Caleb.snell would buy a bag at a Longaberger event, and I did. We're gonna go back out and check out more of the vendors. We've met a lot of amazing people from Vendors Row. I've made one purchase so far. I was able to get 5 full yards of the Mother's Day fabric. I can't wait to make some pillows or reupholster a chair with this. But guys, this has been an incredible day. Yes, it's raining. Yes, it's gloomy. But listen, we're all basket crazy here and we're making the most of it. So let's head back in and check out more vendors. This oil? Okay. In chatting with folks in line to meet Rachel Longaberger, I found out that Nancy of Fancy Nancy's Baskets was kind enough to travel with baskets her customers had ordered online so they could pick them up for free at the event. And I think small acts of kindness like this speaks to the greater sense of the community amongst Longaberger collectors. Everyone who loves the brand enjoys interacting with one another, and everyone we've encountered so far has been so kind to us. We just kind of had a starstruck moment. We got to meet the Rachel Longaberger. She signed our market tote. Now, while we were in line, it started to be a torrential downpour. Like, we are literally soaked right now. I look so gross, but it's been such a fun day. We met the world's sweetest woman in line, Tammy, and we talked to her the entire time. She's actually a consultant for Dresden Company and Longaberger, so it's kind of cool to talk to someone who's in the biz, if you will. And it's just been such an awesome day. Now we're about to head down the street to the warehouse for some lunch because, guys, we are starving. It's about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and I'm ready to sit down.
I wasn't recording. Of course it wasn't. We're off for food. I'm so hungry.
We've ended up at the warehouse, a Dresden staple, largely in part due to Tammy's recommendation. And boy, are we in for a treat. Thank you, Tammy. On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate your cheese curd?
A 9.
A 9? Okay.
Pretty good. I like the flavors.
Now that we've had a bite to eat, we're heading back over to the Longaberger patio shops. And for collectors, this place is heaven. All sorts of rare, discontinued Longaberger items as far as the eye can see. And yes, I might have brought home a few more baskets from this place as well. Definitely worth a stop for any collector. We were also able to see some of the old bedding, the rare items. These were going for over $1,000. And it's just neat to see all the different treatments that Longaberger has done to different baskets and designs over the years. This is such an iconic place to visit. Now, Stacy's Basket, this is also a great place for anyone looking for really good deals. They had discounts on top of discounts, and yes, I will admit I brought home more baskets from Stacy's as well. That's okay.
Just need to be in here.
Because we just got permission to use it a few days ago.
Oh, really?
In here until the day this week. It's going to be out on the street or on a porch. Out on the street.
Hopefully we win.
Ready? Go!
She wove the blue and white trim basket. And Deb Schneider wove the red with the white trimming. Oh my God, ladies, we're gonna die. Hers is a lefty. Can we get any more special for this great occasion? 849-0258. Okay, last call. 849-1667.
Oh, I got 1567.
There we go. Hello. Yeah.
So that was the raffle, which officially closes out today's festivities. Guys, if you have the chance, next year it's going to be Saturday, July 17th. I cannot recommend enough making this trip to the middle of Ohio to a small town called Dresden to check out some amazing baskets. This basket craft, this is what part of Appalachia here is all about. And it's just neat that they're able to preserve the techniques, the craftsmanship, the tradition that's all wrapped up in it. And they're able to present it here beautifully with a really fun weekend. We ran into a lot of amazing people. We met some original basket weavers. We got to see some of the original 52 founders during the raffle, which was absolutely incredible. I picked up a few more baskets. Luckily for my husband, I only took $200 out at the bank. That's all I spent today on baskets, literally down to the last penny. It's been an amazing day full of good food, new friends, and a lot of new baskets. Trip's not over yet. We're going to be coming back tomorrow. Hopefully it's a little bit sunnier tomorrow. And we're going to be checking out all of the tourist attractions here in Dresden. We're going to be looking at the world's largest basket. Hopefully we'll get to see the golf course. We're going to check out the homestead, the basket, office, mega center of it all. We're going to take you along every step of the way. So I hope you're ready for more Dresden Longaberger fun, guys, because it is just beginning. So today we are back in Dresden, and we're going to start off this tour with the world's largest basket. Sitting behind me, yes, this is a real maple wood basket. It was made out of 10 hardwood maple trees and took 2,000 employee hours to complete. The dimensions for this basket are a little bit bigger than the standard market with swinging handles. This one sits 48 feet long, 11 feet deep, and 23 feet high, which is absolutely insane, but it comes nowhere close to the original headquarters, which we're going to see later in the episode. That's one big basket. Now, in between locations, we're taking a little bit of time to hit all of the shops in town. We kicked off the day at Baskets & More, which is going to be your #1 supplier for liners, lids, and extra fabric. Now, the cutest store employee probably goes to Callie here over at Smore Baskets. She was so stinking cute. This humble location behind me, this is actually where all of this began. J.W. Longaberger started with the Dresden Basket Company in 1919, where he learned how to make the beautiful baskets that would later become America's most recognizable piece of decor. Once the company went bust during the Great Depression, he ended up making his own baskets, which he would sell or trade to the local townspeople. I had a chance to be in this building yesterday while they were weaving some of the baskets for the festival. It's just amazing what he was able to do with such a space. So then that's what inspired Dave Longaberger in 1973 to create the Longaberger Baskets. His vision was simple. He wanted to create beautiful, handcrafted baskets made of American maple hardwood and sell them directly to the customers. A lot of the company's success was to the home party sales model, which was huge through the 80s and 90s. A Longaberger basket, each one is hand-woven by a single artisan and signed and dated on the bottom. And each piece was successfully marketed as an heirloom piece, something that you could pass down through the generations, and a lot of that, in my opinion, is pretty true. Here I have a 1991 Banker's Waste basket. It's beautifully crafted. You can easily repair them if you know a basket weaver, if you bring them back here to Dresden. I think that was part of the success of the company. At its peak in 2000, the company did $1 billion in annual sales. They employed more than 8,000 people just right here in Dresden and worked with 45,000 independent sales consultants across the country. I consider that a success. Before the success, Dave Longaberger overcame challenges such as stuttering and epilepsy. After leaving the U.S. Army and other odd jobs, he started off his entrepreneurial career with owning Popeye's Dairy Barn and the local grocery store and pharmacy. Here we see the site of the former Longaberger restaurant, which opened in 1989 and served as a popular eatery for Dresden locals and tourists alike. Before we skip town, we're going to hit a couple of more shops, starting off at Humble Hearts. Baskets galore as far as the eye could see in this boutique. They had everything from the special JW collections, collector clubs, even rare pottery and wrought iron. This place is definitely worth a stop for anyone passing through Dresden. We went to S'mores Part 2. This is the non-Christmas items. So all of your other holidays are going to be up in the main showroom, and then regular items are going to be in the back in another little hut. The guys that run S'more, they're absolutely incredible to chat with, and they do a lot of great stuff in the community, so definitely check them out over on Facebook. And with that, it's time to say our goodbyes to Dresden and head off to our next Longaberger landmark. But first, let's swing by the Dresden Inn, Dave's former home, to admire the view and enjoy the ride. Talk about a slope. Now we're leaving Dresden and buzzing off to Frasiesburg. Welcome to the Longaberger Homestead. Now, this was one of the visions that Dave Longaberger had come to fruition. So he had envisioned a beautiful destination space for collectors, employees, home sales consultants to all converge and enjoy the Longaberger history and tradition and hospitality. Now, here at the homestead, we had several amazing locations. We had JW's original workshop was here before they moved it back to Dresden. Behind me, we have yet another massive basket with apples. This all used to be lined with shops, dedicated to showcasing Longaberger products like the baskets, the pottery, which is highly collectible, and the wrought iron, which I absolutely love collecting as well. There are also cafes, restaurants, conference spaces. You can meet some of the weavers and learn how to weave your own basket, and you could also meet some of the famous family members from time to time as well here. Now, we're going to be taking a look at some of the locations behind us, seeing kind of what's still here, what could be in the future. We're going to be ending this part of the tour with the amazing Crawford Barn. Let's get going. So behind me, we have the Crawford Barn. This is one of the most historically significant structures here on the homestead in Frazeysburg. This originally was owned by George W. Crawford, hence the name, and this was located in Sharon Valley Stock Farm near Newark, Ohio. Now, the original barn burned in 1888, and it was rebuilt on the same foundation in 1890. And over time, it became the largest barn in Licking County. As development threatened this property behind me, Dave Longaberger purchased the barn rather than let it be destroyed and had it brought here to the homestead as kind of the centerpiece of everything, if you will. The move began in 1998, and there was a public barn raising event to celebrate its reconstruction. And yes, there's a basket for it, and trust me, I want to buy one. Now, the restored barn, it became the centerpiece here as part of the old Ohio Village atmosphere and helped create a nostalgic kind of feel for the visitors. What makes this barn especially interesting is that it reflects Dave Longaberger's larger philosophy. He wasn't just about selling baskets, he was selling a vision of craftsmanship, Americana, nostalgia, and community. And with all those things combined, we're gifted this beautiful barn behind me. Sadly, much of the homestead here is closed, but from my understanding, the Crawford Barn is still open as a wedding venue. If you're looking to get married here in beautiful Dresden, Ohio, or Frazeysburg, I should say, consider having it here at the Crawford Barn. Your guests will be talking. Being a huge Longaberger collector, it's kind of special for me to be here at the homestead. I would have loved to have seen this place back in its heyday. Originally in the 90s, this was the #1 destination for bus tours in central Ohio, and I can see why. Not only did Dave Longaberger and the Longaberger Company bring us beautiful heritage-made quality pieces, they also made an experience. They wanted to tie it back to Americana, community. They did just that, not only in the town of Dresden, but out here at the homestead in Frazeysburg, Ohio. Just looking in some of the windows from the old shops and cafes, you can tell Dave didn't do anything small. The details are everywhere. Along the cornice board in a lot of the rooms, you can notice the little nailhead trim that's prominent on all of the Longaberger baskets. And I think that speaks to a larger picture here. What we had was something incredibly special, but with the change of consumer demands, shopping patterns, and ultimately the housing crisis in the late 2000s, special things like this had to scale back. We're lucky we didn't end up losing Longaberger altogether. And speaking with the townspeople, you can tell that they're all excited. This is the 3rd year for the Basket Festival, and each year it's gotten exponentially bigger, and I cannot wait to see this small community come back to life. Originally, tens of thousands of people were employed under the Longaberger umbrella. And so you have to think of all the different boutiques that were affected when things closed down, and the home consultants who were relying on that income, and the side businesses that were making the liners and pillows out of the fabrics and the extra special lids. It's both neat to see all the lives that the Longaberger company and family touched, and it's also kind of important for us to all help it get back to where it was. I think that this is something incredibly special. This is a beautiful piece of property. It would be so neat to see it do a full 180. I think that a lot of the community is excited for it, and they're working hard for it. We're going to check out a few more of the locations here, and then we're going to jet off to Virtues Golf Course, which, yes, used to be a Longaberger golf course. Next up, we're heading over to good old Nashport for a little golf and some lunch. get ready to tee up because right now we are at Dave Longaberger's former golf course, now known as Virtues. This was one of Dave's most ambitious projects, legacy projects, I should say. This was opened up in 1999, just 2 months after he sadly passed away. Now, the golf course is really interesting because it was designed by Arthur Hill. When the builders were clearing the land, they didn't just indiscriminately clear the land. They actually worked around the trees, moving a lot of the trees, and with the timber that they removed from the property, they actually used elsewhere. This is absolutely a gorgeous property and was designed not just to be just another company golf course, but they wanted it to compete with some of the best here in the Midwest, and it still has that reputation to this day. Even though it's been called Virtues now since 2013, a lot of the locals still refer to this as the Longaberger Golf Course. Now it's time to head over to Newark to see one giant basket. I kid you not, I've always wanted to see the headquarters in person, and I was never prepared for the sheer scale and size of this structure when rounding the corner out there on the highway. This was one of Dave's biggest projects, and talking to some of the locals, I guess there were actually plans to add more basket buildings to this campus. This entire property is 25 acres large. Now, the building capacity behind me could house 500 employees. That's quite a bit. It's 180,000 square feet and an estimated weight of 9,000 tons. No, this isn't made out of woven maple. I think it's like a stucco kind of structure, but resembles a basket. The total weight of the handles above me, believe it or not, those weigh 150 tons. And yes, those handles do have heaters built inside to help ward off ice because the center of the building is a large crystal glass atrium. And if a big icicle fell on that glass, a lot of people are going to be in danger. The number of windows, 84 windows. I turn around and it shocks me every single time. The depth perception and just being here is absolutely insane. We see it on photos online, but to actually be here in person, it's a whole other feeling. It's absolutely insane. What are the dimensions of this building? We've covered size, we've covered everything else, but this building, it's 7 stories tall. This basket behind me, which is a double swing arm market basket, it's 192 feet long, 126 feet wide at the grade, and it widens up to 208 feet by 142 feet up at the roof. Massive. And the building, it's 160 times larger than an actual medium market basket. For you basket collectors, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So what did a day working in this office building look like? The offices are situated around a 7-story, 30,000 square foot atrium where the employees and guests can enjoy the natural daylight from the skylight above, again, with the heated handles because we didn't want any accidents. 2 basket handles are attached to the building with replica copper and wooden rivets, just like on the real market basket with swing arms. And 2 Longaberger 725-pound gold leaf painted tags are attached to both sides of the building. We already saw it here on the front. One back here faces towards the highway. Those tags are 25 feet by 7 feet by 3 inches. Now, the brass tags, they're placed on Longaberger feature baskets such as the Christmas collection, which unabashedly I have several of at my own home. This building houses a 142-seat auditorium for educational and training purposes. What I wouldn't give to go back in time and sit on one of those little demonstrations. What's going on with the building now? As it stands, I believe it's still for sale. I would love to see someone buy this and turn it into like maybe a hotel and convention center. I mean, I would be one of the first people to sign up for a deluxe suite off the atrium. Just looking around this campus, it's massive, it's beautiful. Emerald rolling hills, there's ponds, tons of parking spaces for the 500 employees. Like, you could tell this place used to be abuzz with activity. So we're going to end our trip here. We had an amazing 2-day stay here in Dresden, Ohio. The festival far exceeded any of my expectations. There was the raffle, the auction. We got to meet Rachel Longaberger. If you pre-register, there's a ton more activities you can do. Unfortunately, we missed the pre-registry, but there was a picnic lunch, which came with a commemorative basket. Pre-ordered our event basket that's being made for us and sent to our home. You could also paint a basket, learn how to weave a basket, demonstrations, and just while we've been here at the headquarters for the last half an hour, at least 5 other vehicles have pulled up. So it goes to show me that the love and desire for Longaberger is still alive and well within the community. if you enjoy what you saw today and you want to come and participate on your own, mark your calendars because July 17th, 2027, yes, they already have a date set, is going to be the next Basket Festival. They told me this was the third year they've done it, and each year it's gotten exponentially larger. So I'm hoping for an amazing, huge turnout next year. Book your hotels now, so that way you get a good spot there in Dresden. Overall, this was an exceptional trip. We've met some amazing people. The folks here in the area could not have been kinder to us. We made sure to buy a little something from each of the shops downtown as well, to just kind of support local businesses in the community. And I cannot wait to see what this community does to keep thriving. And hopefully I see you guys here at next year's festival. I'd love to meet all of you. So until next time, guys, stay safe, have fun, happy travels. I better see you at the next festival. Bye-bye.
I'll be leaving soon. I'll be headed north, though I don't know where, I don't know what for. I'll be leaving soon. I'll be moving fast, and I'll be running hard, though I can't say how long, I can't say how far. I'll be leaving soon, 'cause that road pulls on me far away from Tennessee.